Now let us talk about slicer, the syncing of the slicer. It's very much important. Sometimes it is required that the consumer of the report would like to control all the pages or intended pages through one slicer. So that can be done. I can actually put in the slicer on multiple pages at one go, and that to be in sync. It means I can control all the pages with one single slicer. It can be done. Let us see how we can do it. If you see on the top line report page, I have the slicer which is continent, right? And if I go to the NLQ page, which is natural language query page that we created, we don't have a slicer. So let me do one thing. Let me just drag it down slightly and make a space for a slicer, right? So there I go. Let me just drag it down. And this one also. Perfect. And what I'll do, I will not be creating a slicer here. Rather, I'll be just creating the copy of the slicer which is already there on the top line report. I'll show you how it works. Let me go there and let me first select the slicer, which is this one. And then what do I need to do? I need to go to the view tab, because the purpose is to open up sync slicers pane. And for this, once I click on this option, keeping that slicer selected, I will be able to see the options related to that slicer. Let me just collapse the visualization pane so we have more room to see. So you can see this is selected and it is showing me the 3 pages, and the blue one is something on which this already exists, right? And a checkbox is there, and you have 2 options, a view option and a sync option, right? Now, I also want to show this exact same slicer on NLQ page, as well as I want to sync it in such a way that if I select anything over here onto top line report, it won't only filter the data on this page, it also filters the data on NLQ page and vice versa, right? So what I need to do, I'll simply come over here just in front of that page, the desired page. In our case, it is going to be NLQ, and I'll simply check it. Look at that. And it automatically checked the syncing also. Also, I need to check this sync button, so that now these 2 pages will be having the same slicer and these are in sync. Let me go there on NLQ page. First, I have to simply put it onto the desired place. So let me just select it and drag it over here, right? And let me resize it. We have more room here. And I don't want to keep the title of this, so I'll open up the visualization pane, and in the format you will notice here I'll just turn off the slicer header, because that is something that is taking a space. So I'll just keep that off, and I'll just keep it hidden. And now suppose I'll select Europe over here, and you know that the entire page started showing me the data related to Europe. Now if I go back to the top line report, it also showing me the data for Europe, because automatically this got selected. Let me scroll towards right and select this time North America over here. Let's see the impact of the same on this page. As we can see, it is showing us the data for North America. And when I go back onto NLQ page, it must be also showing the data for North America. So this is how we sync slicers. Thank you so much.